Good evening, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Richard N. back for your third and final video blog of the night for Thursday, January 7th, 2016, around 7:43 in the evening in Billerica, Massachusetts. It's dark out now. It's going to be in the 20s tonight. Tomorrow's going to be a damp day, maybe some freezing drizzle early in the morning in Billerica, Massachusetts, so be careful. Some news to report. Donald Span, outfielder, signed a 3-year contract with the San Francisco Giants worth $31 million. Giants loading up for maybe another run at a World Series title. We'll wait and see. The new arena being built in Las Vegas, Nevada, that it's probably going to house an NHL team, is going to be called T-Mobile Arena. TNT has announced that Season 7 of Rizzo and Eyeless will be its final season on the air. And TNT has also announced they're rebooting the classic horror TV series that was on HBO years ago, Tales from the Crypt. And Ken Griffey Jr. is going to wear a Seattle Mariners cap in the Hall of Fame, no surprise there. And Mike Piazza is going to wear a New York Mets cap. And that's about it on news. My third and final video blog subject of the night is about my personality profile. Tonight's personality profile is about one of the most famous game show announcers of all time, the late great Jay Stewart. Jay Stewart announced game shows for over 35 years. He's known to be the announcer for Let's Make a Deal. Jay was born and he grew up in Somerville, Indiana. His real name was Jay Stewart Fix, and he loved entertaining and stuff. He played the saxophone as a youngster. Then he went to Butler University. He graduated in 1939 as one of the top summer choreographers in the United States. I don't know what that means. And then he started his career in the radio, working for radio stations in Terre Haute, Indiana, and in Cincinnati, Ohio as a radio announcer. He went to Los Angeles in 1943, hoping to make it big in Hollywood, calling many radio shows and stuff. He also got doing some DJing and stuff for radio stations in Los Angeles. He started working national radio in 1953 when he hosted a show, It Pays to Be Married, on NBC Radio. And then he transitioned to television and stuff. He hosted a country music program on the radio called Townhouse Party, and eventually that went on to local television in Los Angeles for many years. So Jay transitioned from radio to television in the 1950s and stuff. And Jay's big break, role he's famous for was being the MC announcer of several classic game shows. His most famous one was Let's Make a Deal. Jay was the announcer for Let's Make a Deal in the 60s and 70s and stuff, and he would always carry a lot of prizes down and stuff. He would really participate in some of the stunts. He was Bandito J, Baby J, and so many others. Pretty funny and stuff. He had a great friendship with Monty Hall and Carol Mallow that lasted throughout his lifetime and stuff like that. Jay also called a lot of other game shows, including It Pays to Be Ignorant and Masquerade Party back in the 70s, which both of them were produced by Monty Hall and Stephen Hados, who also produced Let's Make a Deal. After Let's Make a Deal ended in 1977, Jay became the principal MC announcer for the Jack Barry and Dan Analyte game shows, including The Joker's Wild and Tic-Tac-Toe and Bullseye, and played the percentages for about like 4 or 5 years. But in the early 1980s, Jay kind of stepped back from doing game show announcing for a while because he had one of his daughters like passed away very young, and Jay fell into a lot of alcoholism and depression due to his death of one of his daughters named Jamie and stuff. But he found like religion and stuff. He became a born-again Christian. He told his testimony on how he became a born-again Christian on the 700 Club hosted by Pat Robinson on CBN Cable. Eventually, Jay Stewart became did some voiceover work for CBN in the 80s and stuff, and then he got back doing game shows. He was the announcer for Sale of the Century with Jim Perry, and he also did Scrabble with Chuck Lorre and stuff, and he also was voiceover work in the 1980s for the National Enquirer commercials and stuff like that. But ultimately Jay kind of relapsed into depression and alcoholism because he could never get over the death of his daughter Jamie and stuff. He became an agent in the late 1980s to people who were trying to break into game shows and stuff like that. But he didn't get too many successful clients. In 1989, at the age of 71, Jay Stewart committed suicide by having a self-inflicted gunshot wound and stuff at the age of 71. That was so sad and stuff, because Jay probably was one of the top 4 or 5 game show announcers of all time and stuff, but he probably never got over the death of his daughter and stuff, and that's some things that wounds may never heal and stuff like that, and it's sad that he battled a lot of alcoholism and depression and stuff. But I remember Jay as doing the Let's Make a Deal for many years and stuff, which the reruns I saw on GSN and the Family Channel and now on Buzzer. Jay really loved spending his time a lot. He was having a great time at doing some of those Zonk, acting in the Zonk prizes and stuff, and being the right-hand man to Monty Hall on many of those deals and stuff. And that's about it on that. And that's about it on these video blogs, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Tomorrow, there are 3 more video blogs coming for you. First video blog will be about the former cable network CNNSI. Then second video blog will be about the fabulous Freebirds, the 6-man tag team with Michael P.S. Hayes, Terry Bam Bam Gordy, Buddy Jack Roberts, and Jimmy Jam Garvin. And the third and final video blog of the night will be about Fox 25's weekday morning news anchor Sarah Underwood, who's married to Michael Felger. And lots of interesting stuff coming here in the coming days, weeks, and months. This weekend, I'm doing a video blog about Open House Party. That's a radio show. And maybe next week, Jerry, the Jerry Springer Show. Hopefully, in the next few months, I could get a guest on here, interview a guest on my video blogs. Some ideas I'm having up. I'm shooting real big. And you know who I'm talking about. I won't mention her name. And that's about it. Don't forget, shout outs and plugs or suggestions. Private message me and it will be taken under consideration. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Wedding guy. Molly Rosenblatt of WCCO rocks and has nice legs. Elizabeth Hutt is the best. Barbara Gibbs of ABC 11 has that sweet southern accent. Amy Ramsey's so awesome. Julie Donaldson of Comcast Sports Mid-Atlantic's the best and has nice legs. Julie Trammell rocks. And in the words of Dickie Ackroyd Jr., director of the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Bellerica, the more the merrier. Bye now.